I'm Cameron Crowe, and I just want to say we are thoroughly uncool, so uncool that we were just thrown out of our location for using a camera in a very lush and beautiful spot in Hollywood, California. But you know what? We're better here. Here, where the hint of the holiday is still on the trees. And I must say, I can't wait to go through the reviews personally of Almost Famous now. Betty writes, 3.5 stars. I'm never going to be able to hear Tiny Dancer without thinking about the scene on the bus ever again, and I'm perfectly content with that.
Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer.
I have to go home.
Count the headlights on the highway.
You are home.
Betty makes me feel good about spending 2 days filming that scene and literally being invaded by executives from DreamWorks that thought I was out of my mind for having people on a bus singing that song endlessly. Betty must have known, and I thank Betty. Bella writes, 5 stars, thank you. I want a Penny Lane coat.
This is Penny Lane, man. Show some respect.
You know, I live in the Pacific Palisades, and the fire started raging and was coming towards our house. And the idea was to take your precious belongings that really mattered to you and escape. So I took a few things, and it was Anais, my girlfriend, that said, get the Penny Lane coat. So I did rescue the Penny Lane coat. Had the house been immersed in fire, it would have been gone forever. But I have it. There's 3 copies of it, actually. One is lost. One is, where's the second one? Betsy Hyman, the costume designer, may have it. And I have the other one. But the Penny Lane coat is Penny Lane's suit of armor. It's her protection. And it's also, with that coat on, she becomes the character. And that particular coat had a magical quality to it. And I think Bella, quite rightly, wants one. And I'll work on it. Nora writes, 4.5 stars. Definitely my favorite part of this film was when Stillwater's plane was about to crash and Russell starts singing Peggy Sue.
Peggy Sue, a pretty Peggy.
Hi, this is Craig, your pilot. It appears we've caught the edge of that electrical storm we were trying to outrun, so
Electrical
buckle
storm?
up tight now. We're going to do our best to get you out.
Rock and roll.
Thank you, because nobody has ever commented on that. And it's a deep inside Easter eggy joke. And I thank you, Nora. Thank you for that. Buddy Holly. It's Buddy Holly who famously, or almost famously, goes down in a plane crash. And Billy Crudup, let's just say Russell Hammond, knew that joke would play maybe only for him, but he pulls it out at the key time. He was waiting for Nora, a valuable first name in romantic comedy, Nora. Matt Lynch, a man of 3 stars, says, for all the talk about how desperately uncool this kid is, this movie still seems like the ultimate humble brag.
One day, you'll be cool.
Well, Matt, you know, if you can reach one person, you've reached one person, but you can't reach everybody. I still feel very uncool, and probably why I called the book Uncool. I don't know. Matt steps forward, and I will call him cool for expressing his opinion with the passion of a 3-star rating. Thank you, Matt. And I'm pretty cool for liking you for it, right? Just kidding. I do like you, though. Sophia writes, 5 stars. One of the greatest movies about unrequited love. Not just loving a person who can't love you back, but about loving music. True. It feels unfair that the art that inspires the most passionate response and the deepest love can simply never be reciprocated. Wow. But maybe that's also why this type of music still puts people under the most intoxicating spell. Absolutely. And they know it too. It's more fun to love something or someone that can't love you back, right? Crowe beautifully masters that tone here. Wow, Sophia, yes, that's the center of the happy sad. It's that unrequited place that is like a wound that you scratch. You have to scratch it, and sometimes the scar tissue comes off, sometimes it doesn't. But something about you says don't go there, but you have to go there. And that's the world of the happy sad. And I love what she wrote. And my favorite music goes to that place. It's unrequited because life is unrequited. I miss Sophia. Zara writes with 4.5 stars. Thank you. Born too late to be a rock band groupie. Born just in time to make fan cams on Twitter. We love Zara. And Viva Zara. You know, that's what we can say.
I'm not a,
You're not a what?
You're not a what?
Not a groupie.
We are not groupies.
If you were born now, who would you be making fan cams of?
God, I would do a throwback to Ray Bradbury because he's such a brilliant commenter about writing, and he gives such great advice. Like, never show another writer your stuff early. Never tell somebody your idea. Fucking write it. And I thought Ray Bradbury, he and Stephen King both are very eloquent guys about writing. So I would do that for Ray Bradbury. Swarticus, love that. 5 stars. I know it's Cameron Crowe that wrote, "You'll meet them all again on their long journey to the middle," but I was so struck by that line and how Philip Seymour Hoffman delivered it. The Banks character is more than just a fun sideshow caricature. It's Crowe meeting his jaded older self and trying to reconnect with what once was and shall never be again. A pure nostalgia trip, but with teachable moments. Wow. Through his lens, old Crowe telling young Crowe to be honest and unmerciful might be the most poetic thing ever written.
Hey, I met you. You are not cool.
I know.
Well, that is completely insightful, but I also think that the Bangs character is not so much old Crowe, because I still believe in so much of what William Miller is talking about in that very scene and in the movie. I'm probably more William Miller than Philip Seymour Hoffman's Bangs. But what I'm really proud of is, and I want to say this correctly, I think parts of what I wrote and stood up for musically kind of bugged Lester. Like Lester, I was kind of a gnat that he would like shoo away with some of my musical tastes. And I don't know that he would have loved me at the time the movie came out as much as he would have loved Philip Seymour Hoffman's version of himself. He would have probably thanked me for that, sent me away, just so he could spend a lot of time with Philip Seymour Hoffman broing down in a huge way. So I feel really good when I think about what Philip Seymour Hoffman did with the Banks character, when I get that feeling that they met Lester on some distant horizon and are probably together now. And I love that. Lauren writes 4.5 stars. When William said, "Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no," in response to going to Cleveland, Ohio, I felt that.
You're coming to Cleveland, right?
Cleveland, Ohio? Oh no. No, 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 no.
I love Lauren, and I felt it too. In the longest version of the movie, we used to show a really long version in previews and stuff to figure out like where we could, cinch it up and get it to move faster. Right around Cleveland, people in the audience would sometimes go, "Oh no, 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 not another city." So life met art at that point. Thank you, Lauren. Tay writes 5 stars. Penny Lane. She's a Band-Aid. She performs a role. She fronts a persona. She lives somewhere between a lot of little lies and an absolute truth. Well said. But when she's dancing alone in that empty concert hall, it's for no one at all. It's on behalf of nobody. It's got nothing to do with anybody but herself. That scene feels like the closest thing to total stillness I've ever known. Gave me a chill just now. There's a settledness, a delicacy, a weighted impermanence. Wow. It should be devastating. Maybe it is, but it looks like love too. Tay. Wow. She's also channeling the spirits of the music that was just there. I think that moment, which is my favorite moment in the movie, and I just could watch it forever because she is summoning a feeling. And sometimes the feeling of that era and that time is still accessible. And that's what I tried to do with the movie and also the book of The Uncool and basically in life. Sometimes summoning the spirit of the people that came before us musically and actually is one of my favorite things to do. Thank you, Tay.